how to get into your ex's mind. How to get your ex to constantly think about you. Those are questions that many of my clients ask me in private coaching sessions. My name is Coach Adrian, and this is what I do. I help individuals all over the world to repair their broken relationships in a healthy way. If you're listening to us on our podcast, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching us on Love Advice TV on our YouTube channel, thank you for your trust as well. This is a question that many of you want to know the answer to. And usually, when someone is trying to get into their ex's head or get an ex to think about them constantly, one of the first questions that I have for them is, what are your intentions? Why do you want to get into your ex's mind? Is it simply because you think about the prospect of getting back together and you want to do this in a healthy way and repair a broken relationship the right way? Or is it because you're trying to soothe your ego and manipulate them in some way? Because if your intentions are not right, if you're not going into this trying to lay the foundations for a new and improved relationship, the odds are that you're not going to like where you end up. We are not trying to just validate your ego or soothe some insecurities that you have so that you have the last laugh. We are trying to repair a relationship the right way. And like we talk about, lay the foundations for a new and improved relationship to emerge. And intention is very, very important. And I know that most people have the right intentions when they come to us for guidance and for advice. You genuinely believe that you can build a new relationship with this person that you love, and that you've learned from the many mistakes that may have occurred during the relationship and thereafter. And so I will assume that that's where you're at as well, but it's very important for me to point that out, because if not, you're only going to be hurting yourself, and we don't want to manipulate someone or to take any shortcuts by trying to get them to think about the relationship or a future together. So the next question becomes, why is it beneficial to get into your ex's head? Why are we trying to get an ex to think about us again? Well, the reality of it is that ultimately, we want to make sure that we convey to this person that you are not the individual that they broke up with, that you are not the desperate, needy person that you perhaps became towards the end of the relationship. And of course, we don't want your ex to think about you and the relationship in a negative way. We want them to think about the potential of what could have been, or to think about the quality traits and attributes that you bring to the table, or to think about the good memories, connections, and chemistry that you guys shared during the relationship. And the more you can get your significant other to think about these things, the more we're going to be able to put some steps in place to really, truly show them that a change and an evolution has occurred, the greater your chances are of building a new relationship. And oftentimes, your significant other will not tell you that they have doubts or regrets or that they're not happier without you. But ultimately, if you take certain actions, if you approach this the right way, you're going to be able to inspire them to think about you in a new way. And as you know, what we believe in is in true personal transformation, to use this crisis, this most challenging time of your life, as an opportunity to rebuild yourself, to create a new identity without your significant other. This is something that may sound intuitive when you're trying to get someone to think about you or to see you in a different way. But the reality is that if you're not able to create a new identity without your significant other, most likely the thoughts that your significant other, your ex, will have will be negative thoughts, negative association with you. Whereas if you focus on turning crisis into opportunity and to trying to understand who you are without this other person, then good things will happen. And slowly but surely, small opportunities will come for your ex to see that indeed you are not who they thought you were, because you will be constantly changing and evolving. So whether you guys are still living together or whether you're blocked everywhere, that is the focus. The focus needs to be on yourself and on your evolution, so that we're not approaching this in a manipulative way or a desperate way, and so that we're not putting them on a pedestal by constantly seeking their validation and their attention. The more you focus on you and your growth, the more your ex is likely to think about you in a different way. And this is a concept that we explore at length on many of our videos and our podcasts, because it is key to the process of a healthy breakup recovery. And I know that it's not often what you want to think about. You really would rather be thinking about how to reconnect with your significant other, what to say, how to reach out to them. But the point of this video is to really highlight the groundwork that needs to happen in order for your significant other, for this person that you love, to organically and naturally start to take steps towards you. And it is possible, and you can expect this to happen rather quickly if you avoid mistakes and if you focus on the things that you can control. Ultimately, this is what we help clients all over the world do every single day. And it's not an easy process, but it's a very truly rewarding process. And seeing individuals naturally and organically get into their ex's head because they're doing the work within the framework of what they can control, centered around them, is beautiful. It's truly what this process is all about. And I encourage you to share some of the things that you are doing to focus on you that have had an impact on your ex, on your significant other. Feel free to share it in the comment section if you're watching us on YouTube, because ultimately, that is what's going to help others walk a similar path and really inspire people to see that this is well within your control. So we're not going to focus on getting your ex's validation or what they're thinking. We're going to continue to focus on little actions in the day-to-day that ultimately bring us back to our center, that give us a renewed sense of confidence and a renewed sense of well-being. Because that is how you're going to maximize your chances to rebuild a new relationship. My name is Coach Adrian. Thank you for your trust and thank you for your support. As always, we have tons of content, free trainings that are there for you, one click away. And I urge you to check it out to continue to get the support that you need to be able to reach your goals. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.